Hi, I'm Dan.
I'm Can.
And this is a Candid Conversation. Hello, folks. All right, Candy, what do you have for us today?
Well, I have a video that I saw someone who I follow on Facebook post, and I thought it was interesting. I haven't listened to the entire thing, but I have the gist of what it's about, so I thought we'd watch it together and then respond to it.
Oh, you
Just a
think so?
little short, sweet one on the 5 love languages.
Oh, the love languages.
Gary Chapman. Right? We all taught that. We
Gotta
were all
love the
taught
love
it.
languages. All the psychobabble bullshit that we used to go into. I have the one love language, and that's all I have.
And isn't it interesting that's always a lot of times for men? What is it?
Sex.
Physical touch. I need more touch. Which everybody knows.
Touch me.
Touch.
Touch me.
Okay, keep going.
Okay. Let's fix this.
Rule that the love language of physical touch cannot be for men. You guys can't choose that one.
Oh.
You have to pick something else. Because why is that the only one y'all fucking pick?
Very quick reminder, the
didn't even know
love
that's
languages,
such a
the 5 love languages are bullshit. They were invented by a pastor, Gary Chapman, not a psychologist, not a therapist. They did not emerge from a research project. They were not peer-reviewed. They have not been found to be predictive of relationship satisfaction or success, or has the more general claim that Chapman makes, which is that we all have a primary love language that we must receive love through. All of which goes a very long way toward explaining why the 5 love languages are in fact dangerous.
So you're saying that this isn't true?
I hadn't watched this, so I didn't even know that she started it with that touch thing. I had no idea, so that's kind of funny. But I do know I saw a little bit of his talking because I played it and I couldn't hear it, and then I turned it up and I heard a little bit of this. That I've always had a problem with the 5 love languages.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't seem like, first of all, you never fit in one.
Yeah.
It's always like, oh, all of them in some ways, sometimes, but also I think there's more. And the fact now knowing that, or at least he's saying, I don't know, I guess I'd have to do some research to see if he's telling the truth, but they haven't been peer reviewed. They haven't been tested to see, there's not a bunch of evidence to prove that they actually help.
I mean, there's a lot. I can see it being true. I could see it being true without knowing whether or not that it's not peer reviewed and all that, because there's been so much shit that how many books have we gotten that were, which are you? Are you an otter? Are you a rabbit? Are you this in birth order and all this other shit that's come out, and that it's just people that had an idea and
maybe it's good at an elemental level.
Yeah.
It's probably, I think one of the great things is that the love languages can do is kind of show you that other people feel love in different ways. Maybe what you think is coming across as loving isn't. And maybe there's something that they're doing that's coming across that isn't. Or maybe there's something that you do that particularly tells them that they're being loved in that moment. Is it a blanket thing for all of time that's how you show them love forever?
Yeah.
No. But in that moment, and so it kind of makes you lazy in relationship too.
Yeah.
So
let's go on, I guess.
Because it makes affection transactional. You love me in the way that I want to be loved, and I will love you in the way that you want to be loved. It encourages entitlement. It justifies coercion, making your partner feel guilty for failing to love you the way that they should. Pressuring someone to show love in a way that they don't want to or aren't comfortable with because that's their duty.
That's true, especially with touch. That gets used a lot.
I need to be touched, though. That's how I'm showing love.
I don't know why you're acting so offended. That is something that men could use, and not just men, but it would probably more typically be men. I'm talking out my ass, obviously, but whereas, hey, that's my love language.
Touch it, then it's fine.
And maybe a woman doesn't want it, but that's how I'll know I'm loved.
The way I see it, because like you're saying, a lot of guys, it's physical touch. I need this. Okay, that's great. But there's a lot of times in a relationship where a partner doesn't want to be touched in that moment, especially by you fucking bastard. Right? Am I right?
mean, there's times, and there's times when
there's
they can't.
times in our relationship where you have told me, and it's been a long time, yes.
This is probably pre-deconstruction.
It is. But you told me sometimes I just get repulsed when you touch my leg.
Where are you calling me out right here? Go on now.
It's our early relationship.
I mean, there would be some things that you would do, like you would rub over and over and over in the same spot, and I'd be like wanting to like scream, like, stop rubbing my skin. It's at the point. It's so. Or I'd be irritable. I think sometimes when we were raising when the kids were little and then you touch, it was just like, I was touched so much during the day by the kids, touch, mom, pulling on me, holding the baby, kids climbing on me. And then you're wanting touch. And it's just like, I don't want any fucking person to touch my skin. And I used to kind of be like that even when I was younger, and my sibling's leg would touch my leg. I would have sometimes I would just get really irritable. I'm not sure what that was. I don't really have that anymore, but I do remember being like, and I would try to contain the anger and the rage. It would build up inside me because I didn't want to be mean, but I'm like, I would just try to pull my leg away, so it wasn't touching. And then they didn't know, and they just kind of move their leg around and it touched mine again. And I'd be like, oh God, I don't want to touch me. And I don't know what
could have
been a whole bunch of things. It could have been hormones. What'd you say? By
sibling, she means husband.
No, that's not true. But then there was times, I don't really have that anymore with you. If I'm not in the mood for a touch, I think I would just say it.
Yeah.
Which doesn't happen that often.
No.
But I was much more irritable. And I think partly it was because I was just touched out by little kids. We were raising children. I was emotionally unregulated. I didn't even know, I was stressed beyond belief.
What happens now if I don't touch you, you're like, what's wrong? Why are you mad at me? Why do you
if you walk by and you don't smack my butt, I'm like, he's mad at me. But then it's a catch-22 too, because if I tell him, then he's going to be like, smack, smack, smack.
Can make that thing shake.
Oh, God. Okay, go on.
I'm not saying you should automatically run in the opposite direction if you hear somebody reference the 5 love languages. They are unfortunately ubiquitous and inescapable. But if somebody tells you that their love language is physical touch, maybe point out to them that, in fact, nearly all of us possess physical touch as a love language because we don't have one primary love language. There are also more than 5 in total.
Yeah,
and if they aren't open to that correction, then run in the other direction.
Yeah, I think that's good advice, actually. If they won't be corrected in that way.
Yeah.
If they won't say, hey, that's possible. And also, there's other love languages and everybody,
we still kind of play around with it.
Yeah, I think that there's ways that we feel loved. I think that's true. I don't think it's the same all the time, even for myself. I know that I love time being spent with me. Like if you don't spend any time with me or someone doesn't, I would it's not that I don't think they love me, that's who I will let my guard down with, is the person who spends their time with me. Yeah. So there's going to be a closeness, intimacy, I think more, maybe.
It's like you said earlier, kind of more of an elementary type of thing. This is a starting point on understanding.
To open a conversation
with people, because we still talk about the love languages and we've had these conversations. This person is acts of service. So if I want to connect with them, I want to go and be able to do something for them.
Do something for them that they would like, and it really speak to them. Yeah.
Yeah. But it doesn't mean that that's all that they receive.
And it may not always be the case. Maybe in that point in their life, they are just exhausted because they have so much to do, and you do something, that says like, hey, they thought of me.
And it's touch, like he said, is something that's universal with everyone. They need to have touch. And that was unfortunately discovered by the Nazis in their
Was it really?
test that they ran.
Did they have some people they didn't touch or something? Didn't get any loving touch? It was an
experiments they did with babies, where they wanted to see what touch had on effects. So they took some babies that were born and secluded them. And they were just taken care of for the basic needs of food and change and all that. And then they took another group of babies and they were held when they were fed, and when their diapers were changed, they had been touched and stroked. And these babies were sicker, and a lot of them died that weren't.
Wow.
Because they needed that physical.
Well, I mean, it's and
touch
I don't know if it's
and
I think the touch just indicates like someone's there.
Yeah.
Someone's present. Someone loves you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. There's a difference in touch. Obviously, harsh touch would be, it's going to be this tenderness, and it's this energy exchange, maybe more than anything.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I've not obviously, but I do agree that there are probably way more love languages, ways that you can love.
Oh yeah.
But it creates, if you just stick with, it's like learning the basics of math or something, and you don't go any further with it. You learn the numbers, you learn addition and subtraction. You don't even go on to learn, long division or anything. You're just like, hey, I know it. And then you just stay there. Well, you're going to miss out on a lot of things you could be doing. Right. And I think there's a lot of ways you can love if you don't just stick with, there's 5 love languages and this person, I pigeonholed them. They're all of this because at this point in time, they liked that. And so, because you could go back to the time when we were talking about me being like, not wanting you to touch sometimes. And it could be like, physical touch is not yours. But now, like, if you don't give me some physical, some sort of attention physically.
Oh, she needs to be touched.
Stop it. Then I would feel, I feel disconnected from you a little bit. Yeah. So there's some part of the love language that's there, but at one time it wasn't something I needed a lot of, and now I need more of it, and so you can't just say it's all this all the time for this person.
Yeah, it changes over time.
It can change from situation, day to day, maybe.
Different times you're going to experience more of one than the other. You're just not pigeonholed into one.
And it's like,
and that's
so
who you are.
Instead of going, this is the pigeonhole, which would be the lazy way.
Yeah.
This is how you are loved, and I will always do that. And, let's say the person's is gifts. Well, you just buy them gifts all the time. And then
but after
you
a while,
never do
that's
anything else. It will. And it's just no thinking. I'll just buy them a gift and then they'll know they're loved. I just bought them a gift. You're loved. I buy you things all the time, Instead, you have to not be lazy, and you have to actually be understand your partner, talk with your partner, get to know your partner, know what mood they're in, know what life transition they're in, know what speaks to them in this moment. And you have to be very aware of like the energy, the mood, the communication, all the things. So now you can't be lazy. You're very engaged, and that creates a closeness in and of itself. And so they're all the love languages plus whatever else there exists, all mingling together.
Yeah.
You can't be lazy.
No.
But you're actually really in tune with one another. If you just stick with those 5 love languages and you pigeonhole people, it's going to create a very surface level relationship, I would assume.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
there's more to it, and there's more. I mean, even within just the 5 themselves, you got to be fluid throughout them all.
It's a starting point maybe for a conversation, but I would, especially if it hasn't been peer reviewed, like no science to back it up, then it is kind of like, I wouldn't go as far as him to say that it's bullshit, but it definitely is not factual.
Yeah.
At this point, we don't know.
It's a lot of that dime store psychology stuff that, gets written on.
But it's not going anywhere. Like you said,
you go to the bookstore or Amazon or whatever and look at books, and you look at love, there'll probably be thousands of books written on different aspects of it. And it's like, okay, that works for that author and the individuals that they're dealing with, but it's not a universal.
Yeah.
Like most things, it doesn't apply universally to it all.
Yeah.
You have to have nuance and kind of work and bend it around to make it work.
Yeah. This is just him observing something very surface level.
Yeah.
It's kind of like men are for Mars, women are for Venus, that men, have these logical brains with doors and boxes, and women are just like spaghetti. And it's like, that's not entirely true. There's a lot of times I'm very logical in my thinking. It may be a different type of logic than you use. And there's sometimes your brain is kind of spaghetti, like all tangled together too. It's like, it's not.
Yeah, the more we hang out together, the more our brains start to
mesh into being alike, and kind of it's just one big mixing bowl. It's got all sorts of things. It's got cereal, spaghetti, lasagna. No.
So anyways, but I mean, it's kind of like Dobson, right before one of the books he wrote before Face Down, Ass Up was he was talking about.
What year did he write that book, Dan?
That was in 2004.
I'll have to look that one up.
Face Down, Ass Up by James Dobson.
Jimmy Dobson.
Jimmy Dobbs. But what was I going to say? He had one. Oh, it was words used when he was talking about that in a book, and that a woman speaks.
Oh, yeah. So many words. Was it him that said that?
Yeah.
I don't know that you know that for sure.
Yeah, it was 70,000 words in a day, and a man was like 400 or something like that.
I don't think it was that drastic, but it was a lot different. Yeah, and I know for a fact my dad talked more than my mom.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So it's just not a universal thing.
Trait,
yeah. It's some are talkers.
And it's universally, all boys are going to take a Barbie doll and turn it into a gun. And so that's why you have to give boys masculine gifts and girls feminine gifts.
It's cultural, and it's people trying to force it on people too. So.
Yeah. And he wrote books on it. And it was like, this is unproven, but people buy it hook, line, and sinker and say, this is truth and science, and it works. Like your mom. Here's a book I read. You're an otter. What the hell's that mean?
You like
I thought I was a bear. So yeah, it's a nice little thing as a starting off point, but it's not a.
Don't land there. Like,
it's not a truth of life.
Just let it open conversation, I guess, to see like what are the things that in our relationship that I do or I don't do that mean love to you most of the time. Or today, how can I love you? What can I do for you that would help you see how much I love you? I mean, that would be something to try, I guess, So, and I think in this moment right now, the way I can love Dan is we cut this short, we end here because he's very tired and he's not feeling the greatest. And so do all the things. Follow, smash the bell, and down below you can see what we're up to, and all the things. Just smash the like button.
Okay, if you're watching on YouTube.
Oh my God! Well, if you're watching on YouTube, you smash the like button, and you subscribe.
Yeah, and comment. And what happens if they're not watching on YouTube, but they're just listening on a
Spotify? You give us 5 stars, no less. If you go less than 5 stars, you might burn in hell. We don't know what will happen, but you won't know until you die. So I would just play it safe and hit 5 stars and give a nice compliment. Okay, even in there, you could say some rude things to us, but just give us 5 stars. And then down below, you can find all the things we're doing if you click on some of the links.
In hell, down
below. In the YouTube hell, which is the comment section
or the
description. Down there. And then that's all, folks.
Thanks, Porky.
Bye for now.
That's all, folks.
Why do you call me Porky? That's rude.
It's Porky Pig.
There's other ones that say it. I don't think just Porky Pig said it.
It was always Porky.
Bugs Bunny never said it. He was my favorite.
I grew up.
Or Daffy Duck.
I grew up on
That's all. Was it Porky Pig?
It was Porky Pig.
He'd
go, that's all, folks.
I guess I'm Porky. It wouldn't be the worst thing he's said to me before. And then I'm like, ew. And you wonder why I don't want him to touch me. All right, let's go.
Give some examples, because she's taken things that have been out of context and held on to them.
No, it's time to go. I'm trying to be loving and letting you go. So you go night.
Just go. Go to the light, Dan. Go.
All right, seriously.
This. I got a preview of what the deathbed's going to look like. Just we release you. Oh. Go to the light.
Come on. My shows are coming on.
Oh, you want to talk about the show we created that you're going to subscribe to immediately?
What was it? Oh. No, let's go.
Little.
I love like I love reality TV. I watch
TLC
Little
is
People, and I watch
So we're on
Little
vacation.
Singles, and I watch, what was the mixture of the show? 90 Days, all the 90 Days things. I like those.
We were on vacation last week, and she's watching these shows while she's doing little things.
While we're driving in the car.
When she's busy, she likes to have sound in the background.
Yeah, I don't really watch, I guess. I listen to these shows
So
mostly.
the kids will pick up on it, and the kids are just merciless with Candy.
Yeah, they are.
So they see her watching this, and she's watching Little World or Little People in a Big World. Or,
and I'm like crocheting or I'm working
and
on
then
some.
90 Day Fiancé's on, and then Seeking Sister Wives is on.
Oh, I like that one too, yeah.
So then the kids are like, well, what if we created a show called Little People Seeking Sister Wives in a 90-day fiancé relationship?
And I was like, yes, please. I will watch it. Where's this show?
And it just kept growing with
Where is
different
this
things.
show?
All right.
So
That's all we got for you. So we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.